Hello everyone. Today we present to you the top 10 MMORPG games released on mobile. Before watching the video, put a like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the video. World of Kings, an online game with a size of 3 GB, available on Android and iPhone. World of Kings is an MMORPG with spectacular 3D graphics where you'll experience thrilling adventures in an open world. It's an online RPG with an ambiance similar to the legendary World of Warcraft, although with technical features that are more up to speed with the times. The adventure you experience will depend on the race you choose in the beginning. There are 4 to choose from, along with 9 different character classes. Plus, you'll be able to be specialized when you've advanced enough in World of Kings. In that case, you'll be able to choose from 27 different advanced classes. Not only do you get a unique story in this game, you also get to play in epic PvP battles. You have a ton of different modes to have a great time and challenge other players from all around the world. Capture the flag, massive 20 vs 20 battles, clan wars in automatically generated settings. World of Kings offers an enormous map for you to discover, along with a fun game style that MMORPG fans will already be familiar with. Best of all, this title's storyline is packed with twists, making it perfect for both PvE and PvP fans. Dawn of Isles, an online game with a size of 2.2 GB, available on Android and iPhone. Dawn of Isles is a 3D MMORPG set in a fantasy world. In this game, you explore enormous scenarios however you want, interacting with hundreds of characters, collecting tons of resources and fighting against all kinds of monsters in real time. Before you begin playing, you create your own character by choosing from 4 different classes: warrior, explorer, dancer and mage. You can also change the way your character looks down to the smallest detail. You can start traveling between the world's different islands, and that's where the adventure begins. From then on, you can also interact with other players and ask for help completing especially difficult missions. Dawn of Isles is an outstanding MMORPG with production value that's truly amazing for a smartphone game. It's an epic game with sublime graphics that can hold its own with desktop games, plus an exciting setting. The combat system is also much more complex and fun than in other games in this genre. Black Desert Mobile, an online game with a size of 7 GB, available on Android and iPhone. Black Desert Mobile is a 3D MMORPG, set in a relentless world where you get to create your own character by choosing between more than a dozen different classes. The combat system in Black Desert Mobile is super dynamic. Just like it is in the PC version, you can freely move your characters around the battlefield and make all kinds combinations of attacks and skills. Just as you would expect, the higher your levels is, the more dangerous your combos are. You can accept different missions from NPCs to earn experience, and during your mission, you can manually control your character or activate the automatic mode if you prefer. In this second mode, you just need to focus on managing your character and its inventory. Black Desert Mobile is a spectacular MMORPG that definitely rivals Lineage W, one of the undeniable kings of the genre when it comes to the quality of the graphics. Diablo Immortal, an online game with a size of 2.5 GB, available on Android and iPhone. Diablo Immortal is an action RPG that represents a new chapter in the legendary Diablo saga, It's the first game from the franchise created by Blizzard to reach mobile devices, an incredibly thrilling MMORPG created in collaboration with NetEase. This game is set between the events that occurred between Diablo II, Lord of Destruction, and Diablo III. There's a new threat to the world due to the uprising of Diablo's most powerful lieutenant, Skarn, Herald of Terror, who's formed a new army and plans to resurrect Diablo by gathering the fragments of the corrupted World Stone. Once again, you'll have to stop these demonic armies from reaching their objective. Diablo Immortal offers 6 different character classes that fans of the saga are well familiar with: Barbarian, Monk, Wizard, Crusader, Demon Hunter, and Necromancer. Each class comes with its own unique abilities which will change your way of playing. The controls in Diablo Immortal are perfectly adapted to mobile devices. You'll move intuitively by touching the left side of the screen, and use the different abilities by simply touching their buttons and choosing the desired direction. Diablo Immortal offers a relentless universe where players from all over the world can join forces to take down evil. It's a game in constant evolution where you'll discover new plots and challenges regularly. In short, Diablo Immortal is an ARPG that finally brings the experience from this memorable saga to mobile. Lineage W, an online game with a size of 1.5 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Lineage W is an MMORPG that immerses you in the same universe as the classic Lineage game, but now with a new story. This plot, which includes plenty of fantastical elements, places you a century and a half after the first installment's timeline. Lineage W has some pretty spectacular 3D graphics shown from a bird's eye view. Select one of the available roles to play as a knight, mage, or fairy, each of which has a unique set of skills that you can develop as you play. One of the key aspects of Lineage W is its easy-to-manage controls, which are perfectly adapted to touch screens. If you choose manual controls, on the other hand, you'll find a virtual D-pad on the left side of the screen which you can use to move around the map. On the right, you'll see the usual action buttons for attacks that you can use to wreak havoc in every battle. The combat system in this game has been completely refreshed. You can even team up with players from all over the world for extra support. Likewise, with NCSOFT, you can choose a cross-platform option to access the same game from PCs and smartphones. Lineage W has all your favorite elements from this beloved series. Exploring Odin almost 150 years after the first installment's timeline is a huge incentive for anyone who's a fan of this spectacular MMORPG. Avatar Reckoning, an online game with a size of 1 gigabyte, available on Android and iPhone. Avatar Reckoning is an MMORPG where you embark on a trip across space to Pandora, ready to dive into a game based on this saga by James Cameron. On this fictional planet, you'll meet the Na'vi, an alien species facing multiple threats. As you play, you'll get to experience iconic scenes from one of the highest-grossing franchises in film history. Avatar Reckoning offers spectacular animation and 3D graphics developed with Unreal Engine 4 technology. Bear in mind that the demands of this engine require a powerful smartphone for the game to run smoothly. That said, this realism makes the game so incredibly immersive. Before you begin, you can customize your Na'vi character. Once you've completed this step, you can start exploring Pandora and go on adventures. But be careful, because as you discover new areas of the map, you'll also encounter enemies and enter into intense fights. Avatar Reckoning immerses you in the Avatar universe, where you can go on new adventures in which the Na'vi, humans, and monsters face each other in ruthless battles. Use your weapons to your advantage as you complete missions and make your way through each area of Pandora. When all is said and done, the survival of this alien species is in your hands. Odin Valhalla Rising, an online game with a size of 164 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Odin Valhalla Rising is an MMORPG where you go back in time to travel to worlds representing Norse mythology. Here, surrounded by a whole host of beings, your job is to upgrade your fighter's abilities to reach the god's kingdom before your opponents. The peace of the universe is in danger, so you have to pay attention if you want to protect your clan's interests. Thanks to the numerous attacks that your heroes can carry out, you can wage exciting battles with rival armies. Bravery is essential if you want to impose your authority on every corner of the map. In Odin Valhalla Rising, there are spectacular 3D graphics that have been designed with Unreal Engine 4. Has spectacular graphics and a wide range of attacks that you can combine to attack your enemies. Improving the power of your fighters is really important if you aspire to conquer this magic universe. Giant Jaeger is a multiplayer game, with a size of approximately 5,500, and available on Android and iPhone. MMORPG games in the open world. This is a role-playing and action mode in the form of mission. You start by choosing the hero, and specialize in his shape, and then you must hunt giant monsters. There are a lot of missions, skills and weapons in a professionally designed world that I advise you to download. Marvel Future Revolution, an online game with a size of 6 GB, available on Android and iPhone. Marvel Future Revolution is an MMORPG that combines traditional elements from both action games and open-world games. The result is an action-packed title where you'll be able to move through huge settings with total freedom. Alongside other players, you'll be able to play both with friends and with other random players. Each one of the characters in the game has completely different abilities from the others. With Captain America, for example, you'll play differently than with Star-Lord or Spider-Man. You'll need to master your best skills in order to emerge victorious from the most challenging confrontations. One of the things that's really interesting about Marvel Future Revolution is that it has a story mode that was written specifically for the game. This means you get to watch tons of narrative scenes that tell you about what's happening throughout the Marvel Universe. Your actions and your victories are what make the story advance. Of course, the more you advance, the more levels you'll need to have. Overall, Marvel Future Revolution is an excellent MMORPG. Not only does it have spectacular graphics, but also a charismatic cast of recognizable characters, an original story mode, and a cinematic and fun combat system. In short, it's an outstanding title that Marvel fans are sure to love.
Has meaning.
Genshin Impact, an online game with a size of 16 GB, available on Android and iPhone. Step into Teyvat, a vast world teeming with life and flowing with elemental energy. You and your sibling arrived here from another world, separated by an unknown god, stripped of your powers, and cast into a deep slumber. You now awake to a world very different from when you first arrived. Thus begins your journey across Teyvat to seek answers from the seven, the gods of each element. Along the way, prepare to explore every inch of this wondrous world, join forces with a diverse range of characters, and unravel the countless mysteries that Teyvat holds. Climb any mountain, swim across any river, and glide over the world below, taking in the jaw-dropping scenery each step of the way. Feast your eyes on the world around you, with a stunning art style, real-time rendering, and finely tuned character animations delivering you a truly immersive visual experience. Lighting and weather all change naturally over time, bringing every detail of this world to life. Team up with a diverse cast of characters in Tavit, each with their own unique personalities, stories, and abilities. Discover your favorite party combinations and level up your characters to help you conquer even the most daunting of enemies and domains.